Welcome back to 5 Minute Factions series, where we spend 5 minutes less talking about factions, main mechanics, Zetas, Omicrons, team comps, mods, and 5 most common counters in 3v3 and 5v5 Grand Arena. Today, we are looking at the Inquisitors, both pre and post Reva. Main mechanics for the team is Purge. Basically, you get TM gains, you get special effects on all your abilities based on how many stacks of Purge the opponent had. Max stacks of Purge is 6. Zetas, we're going to quickly run through the vital Zetas. GI basic, which adds an extra hit if they had 3 stacks of Purge, or 2 extra hits if they had 6. The 1 extra hit is needed for the Reva mission to help make sure you get 6 stacks of Purge on your opponent, but it's also just a lot of damage. GI unique, which is a bonus turn when someone hits 6 stacks of Purge, and it's a Reva mission must have. Cannot really beat it without it. Reva lead, if you have Reva, which is at the start of the battle, all enemies get 5 stacks of Purge, and then as a result of that, GI also adds 1 stack, so that means all the enemies start at 6 stacks of Purge at the start of the battle. Now into our good Zetas, we have 7 Sister, her special ability, which adds more health and protection recovery, as well as a cooldown reduction. We have Reva special 2, Reckless Sweep, which basically it's just a lot of extra damage, healing immunity, TM push, defense down, and all enemies had to have 1 stack Purge, but they're going to. You're not going to wind up in a situation where she's using that, and you do have to be careful with this in the Reva mission. You do wind up eating up some Purge, so you got to be a little careful. All right, our OK Zetas here is the 8th brother special ability, Bladed Hilt, which adds armor shred if they had 5 stacks of Purge. Very helpful for the event, and okay for the Reva mission, but certainly not a requirement. Alright, next we've got 5th Brothers Special, which adds damage immunity and a stun, and then a fear if they were a Jedi. It's okay. It's okay for the Reva mission. It's okay for the event. It's just okay in general. Next to Kid Zeta's Reva Special 1, Unyielding Onslaught, which if she is full health after using this ability, inflict armor shred. You don't really need armor shreds. It's not bad. It's just a little situational, nothing super crazy. It's just okay. Super situational Zetas are GI lead, because you'll eventually get Reva, so you have to keep in mind anything you get out of this Zeta will eventually fade away as you get Reva, so that's why I'm considering this situational. It's not bad, but Reva will replace it. Only do it if you want the TW Ami, just for some extra TW power. Next up is Marak. Alright, we got Marak here. You're basically only doing this if you want the TB Omicron, since this is mainly meant for Balin, so that's why it's situational. Next up is 9th Special. It's not a bad Zeta, like you go put her in like a Seer team or something, but she just doesn't really belong in the team after you get Reva, so it's just a situational Zeta, just like GI lead. Do not do Zetas. Any leads that aren't Grand Inquisitor and Reva, and then the 2nd Sister Zeta, because ultimately the ship doesn't really need the power, and you don't really need the damage for the event, and she doesn't actually land in the team, so don't do that one. Alright, let's start with the Amis. So, don't do any Amis that are leads that aren't GI or Reva, just to be clear. Those are the only 2 characters that should be getting Omicrons. Best Amis are Reva lead for the Death Mark when they cleanse Purge, and then GI special, which insta-kills Jedi at 6 stacks of Purge and Territory Wars. Very good Ami. I know TW is not most popular, but still. Reva Special is an okay Ami. Reduces everyone's cooldowns and gives them crit damage up. GI lead is okay. Again, you do have to get the Zeta, but it's a solid, TW Ami. It's not bad at all. And then there is GI unique, Fashion Leaves Trail, which makes enemies gain protection up. They take damage with their max health. Helps against some teams, but it's pretty situational. It's just kind of okay. Then there's just, T-Beam. Do you want to make the Reva mission super easy, or do you want to remod? The mission's easy with a remod, so it's just, do you want to remod, or do you just want to give the Ami? Alright, team comp wise though, yeah, this is your pre-Reva team comp. You go GI 5th, 8th, 7th, 9th. Once you get Reva, you drop 9th, because you only want 1 tank in the team really. Then this is your team from there. In 3v3, before Reva, it's typically GI 7th, 9th. Once you get Reva, it's Reva, GI 7th. And you don't really have a second team, because 5th brother is your backup lead, but he's just not very good at all. Just wouldn't deal with it. Just don't mess with it. Alright, mods. Most of my mods are up to date here, but the ones that aren't, or at least match.gg rather. GI, most people have health and offense, but health and speed is 17%, so it's the 2nd most common. 5th brother, speed, health. 8th brother, crit chance, crit damage. 7th sister is speed health. 9th sister is most commonly 3x health, but like 2x health, 2x tenacity, 2x health, 1x defense, or like any combination of those is normally fine. Reva is offense and health, and then I think the only difference one I had here, Maroc offense. CC, I have offense health. Offense health was like 18% or something like that. Counters, let's see, are 5's GI counters. 5 most common counters for GI lead Inquisitors. Treya, Phoenix, Commander Luke, Malgus, and Bo. In 3v3, Radis, Treya, Padme, Starkiller, and the Rex 5's team. For 5v5 now for Reva, Treya, Malgus, Joel Skywalker with Captain Rex, Bane, and Phoenix. And then in 3v3 Reva, Treya, Bo, Malgus, Bane, and Seer Malicos. I hope that's it, and I'll see you in the next 5-minute factions.